sunglasses is not a good idea if you want to make sure your body is optimally supplied with vitamin D and the vital UV radiation, which we do need in order to sustain our health. Many people wear sunshades, sunglasses, but they don't realize that this inhibits the production of a very important hormone in the brain that is in control or charge of regulating the melanin production in the skin. And the melanin in the skin is responsible to protect the skin against sun damage. Now when you're wearing sunglasses, you are suppressing, you may basically tell the brain, tell the body that it is getting dark outside and that it no longer needs to produce melanin. And the lack of melanin during daylight and when you're exposed to the sun while wearing these sunshades will cause the UVA portion of the UV light to enter the skin much more deeply than it otherwise would be able to, because with the lack of melanin your UVA can penetrate very deeply, and this can cause a higher concentration of UVA in the deeper parts of the skin and cause cell mutation, which then can lead to the appearance of damage in those parts of the skin, and in areas where there is an accumulation of toxins and acids, trans fatty acids for example, that's an area where you can develop skin cancer. However, we cannot blame the sun for that, but our behavior, our lifestyle, the eating habits, and of course the use of sunglasses. So I advise anyone who is used to wearing sunglasses to infrequently use them. Only use them when it's absolutely necessary. But after a while you would realize that you don't actually need them anymore. We were not born with sunshades on our eyes. Our eyes are perfectly capable of dealing with sun exposure. I used to wear sunglasses because I could not even look at outside a window without tearing up. And later on I lived in very, very sunny places like Cyprus or in Africa or in India, where sun exposure was very intense, and I no longer needed to wear sunshades, sunglasses ever, and it would never ever bother my eyes again. I also cleaned out my liver and found that helped a great deal, making my eyes much less sensitive. So I hope that this simple message on vitamin D and sunshine and the necessity of having regular exposure to sunshine for a white Caucasian person, at least 20 minutes a day, will restore your vitamin D levels. If you are dark-skinned or black or brown, you would basically need a lot more sun exposure in order to produce the same amount of vitamin D, because the melanin concentration in the darker skinned people is much higher, and therefore the UVB penetration is lower. That means you produce a lot less vitamin D. This increases the risk, of course, among darker skinned people for diabetes, heart disease and cancers because of the low vitamin D levels. We now know that vitamin D plays a leading role in protecting against such illnesses. So I hope you have benefited from this brief review about vitamin D. If you want to know more about it, I've written a book called Heal Yourself with Sunlight, which covers the healing properties of sunlight to a great extent. And I hope if you're more interested in the subject, you dip into that. It's a beautiful 200-page book that offers you incredible insights in why the sun has such great healing properties, and we need to make use of these incredible healing properties in order to stay healthy. Just like a plant in nature requires sunlight, we need sunlight just as much. We cannot really live without it without becoming ill. Thank you and have a beautiful sun-filled day.